Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while here. I'm sorry for being away. A lot has been happening. I wish I could do a vlog, like a video content of what has been happening these last few weeks. I've been away, but I'm really not ready for the vlog thing right now. Maybe when I'm ready in the future, I would go into vlogging. All right, so if you're a new subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And I'm sure you've seen my first video, what I do on my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much guys for always coming back. Thank you for liking my videos, for watching, and most importantly for being loyal. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful. Okay, so today I'll be talking to everybody: parents, teachers, school owners, upcoming parents, nannies, caregivers, and all of that. If you're looking for a school for a child, or for your child, what you should look out for. So I'll be talking about things to look out for when you're scouting for a school for your children, or for your child, or for your toddler. So schools just resumed. This is the end of the summer holiday, and schools resumed in September, like last week. A lot of schools resumed last week. Some people are resuming this week, and I'd had some parents call me to make inquiries or to ask me about my opinion, what I think about a particular school and all of that. So I decided to put this video together to help somebody. So stick with me and let's get right into it. So top things to look out for when you're scouting for a new school for your child, or you're scouting for a school for your child. All right, the first thing, I have my jotter with me. I jotted down some things and I'll be sharing them with you. Now, the first thing is you watch out for the environment. Now, environment is a big word, so I'm going to break it down as much as I can. So that means this video is going to be a long one, so stay with me. So when you talk about the environment, look out for how spacious the school is. Yes, I know that some schools are still coming up. They're not there yet in terms of having the space, but it's important that you look out for space, especially when you're having a child who is a toddler, or a child who is still in preschool. Many of the children need space to express themselves, a playground. Yes, so watch out for the environment and the ambience. Also, when you talk about environment, look out for security. So it's important that the school has a good security. So when you're entering the school, watch out for the security posts and how active the security guards are. So I talked about the security, the space for playground, also facility. When I mean facility, so if you have a child who is in secondary school and is a science student, you look out for maybe their chemistry laboratory, and you go there and you can't find any equipment, not even a single cylinder, all those things they use to measure chemicals and all. So it's important that you look out for things like that. Toddlers like toys, so you look out for how well the school is in terms of having facilities that would be encouraging, inspiring, and educating to your child, especially as regards the age grade of the child, or the class of the child, or where the class you want the child to be in. Look out for the facility. I also talked about, I wrote cleanliness. Check how clean the environment is. So when you're looking at the environment, the security, the facility, the space, cleanliness, and ventilation. Now, many parents are all into going to schools that have big space, they have a big environment. Sometimes even schools with the big space and the big environment don't really have the content. So I'm just saying this, it shouldn't be like, if the school is not big, I won't take my child to the school. So they may not be as big as you expect them to, but when you go into the school, you see that, oh, they're really, they're coming up and they have some important facilities that will be important to your child. All right, so that's the first thing, the environment. The second thing is the reception, or the first encounter. So you are going to make inquiry in a school with your child, and when you get to the school, the first person who attends to you does not even pay attention to the child you're bringing in. So for example, I work with a lot of children, and when parents come to me with their children, I greet the parents, and the next thing, my attention is focused on the child, because that's my client, that's the person I have a business with, right? So watch out for how you are received, your first encounter with whoever will meet with you, and how they will interact with your child. So you come to make inquiry in the school, and the person who attends to you does not even ask for the child's name, does not even say, oh, how old are you, or just try to create a conversation with the child. So watch out for things like that. It's really important that whoever is attending to you is child friendly, and can create conversation or try to communicate with the child. Okay, so the next thing is the school curriculum. Now, many people go to schools and they just say, oh, I want a school that has a British curriculum. I want a school that has that does Montessori. I want a school that has a Nigerian curriculum, or I want a school that has an American curriculum. It's not just for you to say it. You need to ask, and as a parent you must know what this curriculum entails. So when you're going to a school and okay, you want your child to have access or be taught in the British curriculum, American curriculum, Nigerian curriculum, you also as a parent must know what this curriculum is all about. So when you go to the school, you ask for the curriculum and let them show it to you, and you are able to look through what you know versus what they have and see if it fits into the idea of what you want your child to be studying. I just see that a lot of parents just say, oh, I want Montessori, I want British, and they don't even know what it's about. So on your part as a parent, you need to know exactly what kind of curriculum you want for your child and see that that's actually what the school is offering. All right, the fourth thing is to consider when you're looking for a school for your child is the distance and how it affects the child, most importantly. So some children will take, some parents will take their children far away from home because they like the school and the school meets the standard that they prefer, and they forget how this affects a child. So imagine that a child is leaving home, especially if you're based in Lagos. You leave home like say 6 a.m. just to meet up with traffic, and you're going to work, and you pick the child up maybe let's say 3, 4, or you leave the child in an after school and you're coming back home 8, 9 p.m. Trust me, that child is still a child. He or she is not an adult yet. The body system is not even used to, we as adults, we're already used to the hustle and bustle in Lagos, and you're putting that child through it. So you really need to check the distance in which you're putting your child to. You don't need to go far to get quality. You don't need to go far to get something good and affordable for your child. So check out the distance and how it affects your child. So most children, when they wake up in the morning, they are tired, they don't want to go to school, they are crying, they've not even had enough sleep. Parents may not even have time to look through their children's book, homework. They leave the homework for the after school or for their teachers to even do with them after school. So is that the kind of life you want for yourself or for your child? So check out the distance and how it affects that child. Most importantly, that child is still developing and doesn't need to go through all the stress of waking up 6 a.m. in the morning and getting back home at 9 p.m. Nah, I don't advise that. Okay, so the last thing you should watch out for when you're looking for a school to put your child in is the costs. Now, I had to make this the last thing so that it's not really about the money, but it's also about the money. Okay, so good things are expensive, but not all good things are expensive. So let me explain. Now, some schools who charge a lot do not even give close to the amounts that they're charging. So it's not about just putting your child in an expensive school. You must be sure, you must be certain that you're getting the amount of the quality you're paying for. So if you're paying huge amount of money for your child's school fees, you must be certain that you're getting good service for that money. All right, so check out the cost and be sure that you are able to meet up this costs as the term goes by. So don't owe your school owners money. School owners they also have bills to pay. Many people who are also living in having their schools in rented apartments, they pay rents, they repair facilities, they pay their staff, members of staff, salaries and all of that. So don't think that school owners are making money because they're charging you. Yes, they're making money, but don't exaggerate it and say, oh, since I'm paying you this big money, you're making this big money. They also have bills to pay. So put your child in a school that you can afford. You don't need to put your child in a very big school because other people are taking their children there, and at the end of the term you're struggling to pay. Not even end of the term, beginning of the term. A lot of schools you have to pay your fees even before the school resumes, but many parents will still owe into the term and at the end of the term. So why are you putting yourself through the stress? So consider the costs. Some schools are good and they are not so expensive. Some schools are good and they are also very expensive. So the ball is in your court to choose what you can afford so that you don't owe your children's school owners money and salaries. It's really not a good thing to talk about. So I hope you've learned something in this video, please do not forget to share with somebody you know would really love to hear this. I look forward to hearing what do you think about what I just shared. Are there other things that we could look out for when we're scouting for a school for our children? I need to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe. Bye.